Yeah, I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible for the people that are slow or angry and can't quite pick up on what is happening now. Everybody knows there's so many angry men now in America and I suppose other places in the world that are angry at women and blaming women for everything. And the thing that people don't understand is this is the fall of patriarchy. Patriarchy has failed. Men have proven they are not leaders because look at the world. Wealth inequity, genocides, rape, slaughters all over the world. Men, they can't lead. And the thing that men like to, some crazy men, like to always blame women for everything. No, men have been running the world for 5,000 years. This is all men's fault. Any problem going on is because men have mismanaged resources because they don't know how to manage resources. And one thing that some crazy men say is, oh, single mothers, produce children that are criminals. And the thing about this statement is, well, the criminals are men. Like, that goes without saying. Violence is male violence. Single mothers are single mothers because the father, I say that loosely, the father of the children abandoned them. So it's again, men behaving badly. And you can't expect a woman, like men expect women, to solve all their problems. And the thing is that women actually are very good problem solvers, but women need the resources and the power. They need the resources to raise their children. And a statistic on a marker of how successful children are, how well adjusted they are, how happy they are, how successful they are in navigating the world, is how happy was their mother. There's no mention of a father because it's understood that the woman does the most important job on the planet, which is creating the life in her body, risking her life to bear the child, and then she has to raise the child because most men are too lazy and stupid to raise children. Most women do the lion's share of work on the planet. Some men help sometimes as they see fit, but women are primarily the ones responsible for raising humanity. And a woman, in order to be happy raising children, she must have resources provided to her. Now, this is just 101 because raising children is very resource dependent. You constantly have to be feeding them. You're nursing them with your own body, which means you need to be well fed, providing clothing, shelter, provide and protect. The woman must provide and protect her children. And if a man abandons her under patriarchy, the woman gets no resources for having children. See, matriarchy, this is why matriarchy is a natural order of things, because under matriarchy, the women control the resources because they are doing the important work of raising children. So women control resources, laws, how resources are laid out, and they can control raising their children with other women who know what to do and what's going on. But see, a lot of men are clueless about raising children, and they think all the work in the world is somehow infrastructure or their job. There's no infrastructure and there's no job without women creating human life. And so we have to understand that. And women need to be supported with resources in order to raise the children with love and support and safety and raise them upright. And patriarchy likes to control women's access to resources by the man being the gatekeeper. He's all important. No, he's not. He's not the center of it. The man is not the center of the universe. The woman and the children are, because that's the most important resource, is the children. And that's who does the labor. So men should be supporting women in raising the children correctly. But patriarchy gets it backwards and says that men are supreme and that a woman serves him. And we already know how that went. most men are too selfish and they want their selves rewarded. They don't care about the children. Women tell me all the time, women report their stories of if they are stay-at-home mothers doing everything for their children and husbands, that he abandons them and they become homeless. Or if she stops playing by his rules, he starts mistreating her. There's no reward under patriarchy for a woman to be a good mother. The rewards, the patriarchal rewards, are in competing in the capitalistic workplace, which is a male-dominated system, working mostly for other men to get wealthy in their corporations. But the thing is, if everybody's like just off working at their job, who's taking care of the children? See, it abandons, patriarchy abandons caretaking of children and says, oh, that's women's work, it's not work. I mean, the amount of idiot men that I've had arguing with me saying that raising children is not labor. It's easy. It is not easy to create a human in your body. And of course, they've never done it. To create a human in your body, you can die doing that. The baby is using all the cells, your blood, taking from all your bones, your teeth, to create itself. So it's physically difficult. And then birthing the child, you can die. You can have lasting, health detriments from risking your life to have the child. And then you have to take care of that child for 24/7. They say it's not 24/7. Of course it's 24/7. Because men are not the providers and protectors. Women are the providers and protectors of humanity. And this is what we have to get straight. It's like men abuse women. Men abuse children. Men abuse humans in slavery, in corruption, in war, in genocide, in rape. It's women that have been struggling to keep humanity going, and then men want to say, oh, it's because of single mothers, that's all this crime. No, it's because women were not supported with resources. Because men under patriarchy, mediocre men are rewarded under patriarchy. Mediocre men get rewarded with resources for having a job, and they think they get a slave woman to have their babies, and he can mistreat them. And see, but this does not have a good result. This is why we're moving back to matriarchy, where women control the resources because we create life and take care of life, and we are the providers and protectors. And women in more positions of power to create laws that protect children, that protect women, that provide a fair and equitable distribution of the earth's resources, and not this hoarding by men at the top, which patriarchy does, and then the violence and war and genocide to take resources. Men clearly are not leaders. Matriarchy now.